Hey guys, it's Jeremy again. I am back with another video for Life by the Square Inch. Once again here with the My 30-Day World Challenge that's been put forth by the Absolute Tabletop company in conjunction with their Dead Man's Guide to Dragongrin Kickstarter campaign. This is day 13, video number 13, and the question is, who dominates the political spheres of your world? First up is Rostveen. Rostveen is definitely set up as a mostly feudal system, especially amongst the humans. Some of them may have a king or a queen, some of them may have an emperor, some of them have a khan, but kind of as a generalization, humans are the only race with really strong designs on worldwide politics. Most of the other races tend to be a bit more insulated and kind of withdrawn from the global stage. The second setting is Arath. As I mentioned in a previous video, the humans of Tanthara are all unified under the rule of one queen. The 11 tribes actually answer to her. The dwarves hold no small amount of power and wealth, so they actually command a lot of sway in the politics on both sides of the world. And on the Hetust side, the humans actually answer to a Jarl, who resides in the floating iceberg city of Jarlda. The third setting is the Acid Rain. Politics on the prison islands themselves is a bit of a misnomer, as there's really just varying degrees of hostility of the negotiations that take place. Actually, come to think of it, politics is a perfect word. The gangs that I discussed earlier definitely dominate the power, which really gives them the biggest say in how things kind of go down. Each gang tends to kind of have control of the commodities that exist here. So munitions, drugs, vehicles, pleasurable company, technology, all of those kinds of things. The fourth setting is Dowrenland. The setting of Dowrenland is divided into 4 main kingdoms and several smaller groups. The 4 main kingdoms are named for the suits of playing cards: hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. Each of them has a monarch-style ruler and a dedicated advisor/arcanist. And these advisors, as fate would have it, are actually all siblings. But lately, there's been a lot of turmoil in this arrangement. In the East, there's the Red Queen, though the Witch of the East was actually killed a few years ago. She was actually crushed to death when the aforementioned outsiders actually brought down an entire building on her. In the North, there was the Emerald Emperor, who was recently assassinated, which left the Wizard of the North to rule. In the West, there's the Obsidian King, and his recently brought back Queen, who is also now the Witch of the West. And in the South is the White Queen, but the Witch of the South was recently murdered. Lots going on in that setting. The fifth setting is Caldera. Hands down, the Council of Six runs the show in the Caldera territory. The kingdom of Onglar is still technically run by a king, but the money and the power really lies in the city of Edgestone. And though the Duke is technically in charge on paper here, he does little more than really kind of party and keep up the pretenses. The 6 mage barons are the ones that are really calling the shots whenever it comes to the setting of the frontier and its considerable riches. Their sigil, which is a 6-pointed star, can even be seen pinned to the chest of every lawman in the territory. The 6th setting is Chrome City, House Aldemont. Plain and simple. The Lord Warden is away from the moon most of the time and is gaining favor here and making deals there. But here on the actual moon, his son, who is the Count of Chrome City, he kind of handles things in his stead. But the Aldemonts are not very well. They're actually not very well received anywhere, except for on some of the other moons. Most of the people here on Cadian don't really care for them very much. The 7th setting is Momentum. Each of the main 4 races of Momentum have a share kind of in the politics of the world. The elves from the Ascended Isles, the Bonekin from the Grey Fields, the humans from the Sea of Essence, and the dwarves from the Edge Horizon. They each kind of have a delegation that attends to an annual summit where they can discuss and come to a consensus on the various issues of the people and the things that are going on in the world at the time. So that is question 13, day number 13 for my 30-day world. And if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit the like button. Please drop a subscription if you feel like it. There's plenty kind of going on the channel. There's a lot of live plays. You can watch the rest of these 30-day videos. I also just put out my first video of another nature here on the channel, how to make magic item cards. Be sure to check that out. And until next time, may your dice roll high and your snacks always be within reach.